Welcome to my channel. My name's Sam. This furry beast is Toby the Beagle. It's going to come up here now, just as I start recording. And this is my prediction for the Eurovision Song Contest 2022 Grand Final. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to put everyone where I think they will finish. Plus I will do a top 10 for who I think the public will vote for, and the top 10 for who the juries voted for last night at the time of recording. So I'm going to start with the most difficult one, which is the juries. But before I do, just to explain, like I did with the running order draw, if I get a country spot on where they finish, I get 2 points. If I get one away, I get 1 point. 2 away, I get nothing. And there's a couple of easy ones I think everyone can be quite agreed with. So let's go with the juries. The top 10. In 10th place, I put Serbia. The reception they're getting in the hall, I think adds to it. The fact that the audience are clapping along with Incorporasano and Konstrika's great song that she's brought to the contest. This has quietly crept up on me, kind of. I was aware of it. It used to come on every now and then. Did I think it would do much? Not really. I thought it would qualify for sure. But I really like this song now, and I think it will do very well in the contest as a whole. And I think the jurors will like it and appreciate it. 9th, might be a bit of a surprise, but I put Ukraine. I don't think they'll go very highly on the juries. I don't think they'll be in the top 5 anywhere near. I've kind of put it 9th due to my personal opinion on the song, which I'll come to a bit later. And I don't think the juries will have it high, but I think they will get enough votes to be in the jurors' top 10. 8th, I've got the Netherlands. Now, S10 is with D Dipta is a great song. Performed extremely well. She was very emotional on Tuesday semi-final at the end. And it just brings me back to Sanna Nilsson's Undo vibes at the start when she's on the platform with the lights. I could see her doing very well at Eurovision this year, especially with the juries. I think the juries will prefer her than the audience at home. But that's why we've got this system to balance everything out. I think she'll still do well. In 7th, I've got Armenia. Now this is probably the surprise in here. Armenia, I think, has staged their song extremely well. I think the juries will prefer it, but I think it will get a decent amount of public votes as well. I highly rate this song. If Ed Sheeran wrote this song, it would be a worldwide hit. But the fact it's by Rosalind, that's no disrespect to her, but in most countries she is an unknown. And that is a big shame. That I think that she may struggle. And I think the jurors will favour her a bit more because that staging is brilliant and very unique. No one's done it before, which is where to get plus points. 6th is Sheldon Riley and Australia. His voice is incredible, there's no doubt about that. How he sings that near enough perfect every time is crazy. There was a bit of when he decided to go a bit off script in the semi-final too. I didn't really enjoy that part. It seemed a bit rushed and it looked like a mistake. But he will do well in the juries, as Australia tend to do quite a lot. 5th, probably the biggest surprise, Switzerland. I think they had a massive jury vote. I think they were top 3 with the juries on Friday. No, they can't because I'll put them 5th. Switzerland will do very well. The problem I see is where they're going to get the public votes from. I love this song to bits, and if it did manage to win or be in the top 3, I'd be extremely happy. And I think Marius Bear does a very good job, and I think the performance from Switzerland actually helps with the sun being broken. So Switzerland I put 5th. 4th, as always, Sweden. They always do well in juries. I just think there's better songs in Sweden. Everyone knows my opinion of Sweden. It's a very average song, sung by a very average singer. And I'm surprised her voice is still going. 3, I put my country, the United Kingdom. I believe we'll do very well in the jury votes, as we used to tend to do when we sent quality songs. We haven't done that for a while until this year. Sam Ryder, he's got the personality and he's coming across. He doesn't want to win the contest. Everyone obviously does want to win, but he's coming across. He doesn't want to win. He's here to have fun. And I think he honestly believes that. And that is the right attitude you have. If you want to go into a contest, you don't go there. You go there to win, but you don't go there for the win. You go there to enjoy yourself and to enjoy the experience. And Sam Ryder's just doing that, and he will nail this out the park. Second, I have River by Orkman from Poland. Again, with the voice, his voice is incredible. Poland tend to do better with the public because of their diaspora vote. I think they'll do better with the juries this time. I honestly do. The juries will appreciate this. The thing that holds me back is the lightning on the screen. I don't like that. But I think the jurors will appreciate his voice a hell of a lot, which is why I think Belgium got through the other day. And my number one, the jurors, is Greece, Amanda Chesjord, with Die Together. This is my favourite song in the contest this year. I've just got a feeling that she had a massive jury vote in semi-final one, and I actually think she did win semi-final one. I don't think Ukraine won it. I'll probably guess that Ukraine probably finished third in the semi-final, and I think that'll be a surprise to most people. We'll find out soon, won't we? Where did I actually put Ukraine in the? So going off topic. I put them 6th, so I think they'll be a bit higher than that now. Oh no, that's the running order. Ignore me. Oh, here's the list I actually want. No, I had Ukraine 5th. Probably a bit out there for that. But Croatia, they've staged it very well this year, and I think the juries will really appreciate it. But it's very hard to know what the juries really look for from every country, because they'll look for different things every time, which is why this contest is great. So I'll move on to the public, as that's taken 7 minutes, and I do apologise. Public vote, I'll rattle through these very quickly. 10th, I think Poland, their diaspora vote will come out. It always does when they have a quality song. 9th, Romania. Despite it being on 2nd, people will love this. It goes down very well in the hall, which I know doesn't necessarily mean great votes at home, as Zoe did in 2016 for Austria. But this is just a catchy song. Whenever I'm going, I just always hear myself going, "Hello, my baby, lamone, lamone." I just can see him doing very well in the public vote. 8th, I've got Czechia. Again, on 1st, I don't think it's not going to win, nor is Romania, which is a shame. But they'll get a big public vote. I've looked at a previous couple of editions, going to Ukraine in 2018. Melvin finished 9th or 10th. Actually did very better in the juries than the public. Maybe the public did forget him. Don't know what I'm trying to say here. 7th, I put the UK. I think they will finish minimum of 7th, if not more. But I struggled where to put my country. And that's because our history dictates we don't get much off the public these days. But we've sent a decent song. We're in a decent place in the running order. And I honestly think Sam Ryder will do well. 6th, I put the host, Italy. Italy, we always know, do very well in the public vote. I don't really know why, because I'm not really a big fan of the Italian entries. The last one I liked was Diodate. Contest cancelled. And then Francesco Gabbiani, who finished like 6th, I've got a feeling, and his book is favourite. 5th, I got Moldova. Now, this could go very high in the public voting. I struggled to put this, Ukraine and Greece, where I put them in where I think the public will put. I think I did actually have Ukraine at 5th, but I crossed them out. I put Moldova 5th. Yes, it's a nice song. It hasn't got great staging, but it's catchy and it puts a smile on your face. And if it puts a smile on your face, you'll vote for it. That's how I see it. 4th, Serbia. I think they'll do very well. The clapping really helps the audience engagement, and it shows. 3, I've got Ukraine. I've put them there. They're going to get big sympathy votes, which is totally wrong. And I think Kalush have been bigging that up, and I think they should be absolutely ashamed of themselves for doing that, using the war as votes to get them the win. And I think that's quite distasteful and disgusting, and that's why I think they should be ashamed of themselves. If the song was good, if it was Go A this year, and we're sure they would win hands down because they'd get that extra boost from the sympathy votes. But that's a decent song. Kalush Orchestra just isn't. 2, I've put Greece. I think they'll get a big public vote. They're guaranteed 12 off one of their neighbours. I wonder who that could be. Do I think they really will be as high as 2? I don't think so. I've really struggled where to put Greece, but they will be in that top 10 of the public. And number 1, you might have guessed behind me, it's Norway. Subwoofer will win the public vote. That will be massive for them. The juries will hold them back, just like Kano did in 2019. And, let's just remember with the public, this is the first time they'll hear these songs. Fans watching this, we've heard these songs since they were released from their national finals or from their whatever selection method, their internal selection. We've heard them time and time again. We've heard them involved. We've then watched the semi-finals. We've watched the rehearsals. Subwoofer may have lost some momentum, but let's remember, people will vote for it because it's it will be one of the last things that they think of. And if it's the children voting, who are they going to vote for? Are they going to vote for a very serious song like Stefania? Or are they going to vote for a really fun song like Give That Wolf a Banana? I know which one I would pick, and I'd still pick it to this day, and let's Give That Wolf a Banana. Serbia may struggle in that aspect in the same way. Moldova will be bigged up. So, I'll run down my top 25 in this final, and it is all on this bit of paper. And 25th, I put Germany. I see this struggling to get a point. If they do get points, they'll all be under 10 overall, I think. I really do see a problem with the German entry. And that's no disrespect to Malik. But, there's a great phrase, you can't polish a turd. And unfortunately, that's even harsh. Because the songs were right. It's just not, it's got nothing to it. That's the problem. So all the best, Germany. I hope you do well, but I can't see it. 24th, Belgium. I think most of their jury vote will disappear this time. I think they're extremely lucky to get through to the final. They took a place off Ireland. I really do believe, which was a much better song. The juries just must have appreciated his voice, and I think his likely 7s and 8s will be diminished to 2s and 1s, and I think he'll be 24th. 23rd, I did switch this at the last minute. I put Lithuania. I don't personally like this song, and when the best thing about it is the artist, which is in, again, all the interviews which the public won't see, they'll be struggling. Yes, they get their diaspora vote. They will more likely, I think they won't be above 20th. Monica's lovely. I do like Monica Lou, but the song's just there. It's one of these songs that are just there this year. 22nd, Portugal. I've probably been a bit harsh with this, but I think this could be as high as 20th, but I'll get to my 20th in a minute and you'll see why I've said that. You probably guessed now. Portugal, I just prefer the other song. I don't think both songs will do that well. Especially Portugal on very early in the running order. They're third. It will get forgotten about. And I'm not a fan of the song personally myself. 21st, Erasmus from Finland. His vocals are getting better and better, but I think time has run out now. And Erasmus will... I think they just qualified. I think they were like 8th or 9th in the semi-final. I would have thought so. And I think they're going to be 21st. I think their name recognition got them through. A bit like what happened to Alexander Rybak with that terrible song, This Is How You Write a Song. No, it's not Mr. Rybak. All his points disappeared in the final and he finished near the bottom. And I think that could be a similar story for Finland. 20th, Iceland. which is why you could probably swap this and Portugal around depending on which song you prefer. I don't think any of these songs will be past the 20th mark. I think for Iceland it's an achievement to be in the final with this song. This song doesn't normally do well, but then let's think back, Portugal did win with a very slow song. Duncan Lawrence obviously did a couple of years ago as well. So you do never know, but is there enough support for this song? My worry is, where are the points coming from? And I can't see there's going to be many. 19th, Azerbaijan. Juries got this through in the semi. There's nothing to this song. I don't enjoy it. His voice is incredible. There's no doubt about that, but it's just a wrong song for me. 18th, Spain. Now, everyone, stop shouting, please. Honestly. I've not been a fan of this song from day one. I don't understand the massive hype for this. I know on the Eurovision scoreboard, it is number 1. That and Sweden, and I don't understand the hype there of Sweden. But Spain, I just don't understand. I don't get the hype. I don't get why people like this song. And for me, I think this is going to be one of the surprises of the night, that Spain will fall flat on its face. And I can't see it doing much. 17th, Estonia. Hope by Stefan. He could sneak into the top left-hand side of the board. I struggled to put Estonia. Only because I was getting... I probably overhyped some songs myself on that left-hand side. Definitely extremely at the bottom. The first 3, I think, will surprise you in a minute. Estonia could easily take one of their places. Stefan's great. He's missed the sun as well. What good job hosting Italy. Why build something if it can't work? That will come on Monday's video, I expect. And I feel sorry for Estonia. They won't last. I think by that time people have made their choice. And they'll judge whoever's last. They always get judged from very early in the song. 16th, Show It Blues, Czechia. It's a good song. Really good song. I was hoping they were going to put Ukraine on first, but they didn't because the EU are cowards. And Czechia, I think, will do well. As you've seen, I think they will do very well in the public rather than the juries, because juries don't tend to go for these big dance music songs. They've always punished them in the past, and I think they probably will again for Czechia, but not as bad as previous. So that's great news for them. 15th, one of my favourites to win beforehand, France. Foulen, Alan and Elise. After seeing the rehearsals, the lady who starts, she takes a while to get into the song. It sounds a bit different to the national final, and I think it's hurt them a tiny bit because there's not much hype for the song anymore. But again, let's think the public will see it for the first time. Because if you look at it, the Eurovision community I'll be very generous at 10% of who watch it on the night. And then you've got your 90% of casual fans. I feel France will do well. This may be harsh. Again, might be a bit further up. We'll have to find out. 14th, I've got the hosts, Italy. That's, again, personal preference. I don't like the song. I don't think you should have a man in a contest about peace and hope who sings a song about guns and firing them off. Mahmoud. I think it's very disrespectful that he's there this year, especially as Ukraine want to keep bringing their politics into it with what's happening there. Italy, I think they're going to have a bit of a flop this year now. I think the song's not as good as people will, and I think it's very forgettable, to be honest. 13th, for my first shock, Switzerland. I think they all get on the left-hand side of it. I hope they do. Marius Bear. This will be, obviously, very different from Jean's Tears. But I think Switzerland will still do well. I've got this sneaking suspicion that people probably placed them 10th in the semi-final. I don't think they were that low. I think they were probably mid. Where did I predict them to be? Where's my bit of paper? I predict them 6th, and I think they did get that, to be honest. And I think they will be very high up. 12th, the death slot. Number 2, it's Romania. Rus is great. He's charismatic. I like the flamenco dance. He's going to get points of Spain. Moldova will probably give them some as they're singing about Bucharest. I can see it doing okay. 11th, Armenia, another shock here. I think this Armenia could go one of two ways. It's either going to be near the bottom and could play like in the 20th, 19s, late teens, or it's going to be on the edge of the top 10 or just inside the top 10. I really enjoy this song. Like I said earlier, Ed Sheeran-esque, should do well. 10 is Netherlands, just because it's in her name. I think that will be the worst position I really feel for Netherlands. They will definitely be on that left-hand side of the board. The song is quality. Quality songs always get points, and that's what happens. 9th, Moldova. Zoop de Zoop are one of my favourite bands ever to come to Eurovision. They know how to play the game. They really do. We were so lucky. Everybody ripped that off, and they were very near top 10, all top 10. Bonica Batadoba was top 5 on debut for Moldova. They're going to get probably 24 points off Romania, off the juries and the public, especially the public. It will do well. It's a happy song. Everyone smiles. I smile every time. I'll be going crazy for that song tonight. 8, Australia. Sheldon Riley. He will do well. It was back to the best. Obviously, they didn't qualify last time, Australia. This is probably their best entry since Dami Im. Katie Miller-Heidke was all right. It's probably those three are the best 3 songs from Australia. So they're getting in a good rhythm now of sending decent quality songs. 7th, I reluctantly put Norway. That's how much I think the juries will hurt Norway. They will be there or thereabouts. They're definitely top 10. Just realised I put them 7th, which is where they're singing in the running order. It's a good song. Any of my top 7 could really win the show. I think that's honest. And I think Norway will be there. 6th, I put Poland. They're going to do well, especially with this song. When they have bad entries, the Polish communities all around the world, the diaspora vote, don't come out to support it. When they have that quality, they do. And I think they will for this. 5, Sweden. I don't think it's going to do well with the public. They've got a serious problem with the public recently, Sweden. They're always done well with juries, and that's their bread and butter. But with the public, they have failed to make the big connection. Even Big John Lundvig. I always call him Big John, if you're wondering why. I used to call him Big John Lundvig. He's not actually big. I think they will struggle with the public again. This isn't a very good song. It's very average, and the disrespect that she has shown in the rehearsals, the press conferences, is disgusting. And again, the public won't see that. 4, Ukraine. I don't think they'll be in the top 2. And it's a shame that they're using what's going on in their country, which to try and win this contest, and it's very distasteful. And yes, they need hope right now, but winning a contest and then bankrupting the country as a whole, it's nice to win a contest, but you have to host the next year. Yes, they don't have to. They can pass it off to whoever's second. But I just don't agree with that as such. 3rd, I've got Serbia. This is a big shock for me. But I really like this song. I think there's surprises in this final, and I think Serbia will be one of them. If you go by the YouTube views, 2.8 million about an hour ago. It was 800,000 plus. The only one bigger than that was Spain for some strange reason. Again, I don't see the hype there. Serbia will do very well with the public, very well with the jurors, and I think they will be third. So it's down to two. If you paid attention, it's Greece and the United Kingdom. And in second, it's Sam Ryder. It's the UK. I would love my country to win. It'll be the first time in my proper lifetime that we've won. I was 8 years old when we last won with Katrina and the Waves in 1997 with Love Shine a Light, which is the Eurovision anthem. Sam Ryder sings this beautifully. His falsetto, and he's added that really, really long note near the end of his song. The juries will love that. The public is where the key is. Will this come across well to many people? Yes, I think it will. The BBC have chucked everything at this year, and you can tell they have. You can tell Sam's been a big part of that as well, and that was the problem in recent years. The BBC would just take over and demand what they wanted off the artist. And it leaves number one, and it's Greece. I've said it since I've heard this song. Since every single song was released, I said Greece is my number one. And I'm not going to back off that. I think Amanda does a great job of this. Her vocals, everyone's been going to the men this year for the vocals, but Amanda's vocals are spot on. She's perfect every single time, and that's why I put her first. I think it's the whole package. I'd love Greece to host again with Amanda there, and it might get points off Norway. She's Norwegian, and that's where it comes to an end. Please, guys, subscribe. I want to get back to doing weekly podcasts on here. I can't do that anymore because of YouTube rule changes, and for some bad event that happened somewhere in the world I'm not going to get into. Like the video to get in the algorithm, and please comment down below. Please respect my opinion. I know I'm very harsh on some songs, but I'm harsh, but I like to think I'm not offensive or discriminating towards any entry, especially with the Ukraine stuff at the moment. I know it's very sensitive to a lot of people, which is why I have done a Eurovision sweepstake for the Red Cross and 3 animal charities in Ukraine, and we've raised £150 for that, which will be distributed sort of next weekend to those charities, because I'm broke, and if I put the money in the account, one of those charities is not getting it. So I have to wait till next week. Don't know why I've gone off on that subject, but please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. I enjoy making these videos, and that is time because Toby the Beagle is calling me. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you. Oh, one last thing. I tricked you. I will be doing live reactions again tonight, so look out for that. And I will do a full rundown of my thoughts of the contest on Monday, as tomorrow I've got work and I will be too tired to divulge into the pure statistics. That is me gone. Sorry for the rambling. I will see you soon.